Status updates on remaining field centers here. We still have about 10 of the Golden Lord. The last 5 of these went up. I love how people just add stuff to cart, check out with, and just don't pay for it. It's my favorite thing. And then, of course, the current opted up release right now is the Wedding Sorceress. I believe we have 20 of this left and should be done for the block. So I'll leave a link down below. And by the way, these are all metal as per usual. Let's pass on over to Market Watch, shall we? Maybe 30% of you guys have not smashed the living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can climb up the 100K ladder here. Oh man, DB still 100, 500? No, this is ridiculous. Asa, 500? Nah. Sprite Blue's at 95. Everything, full disclaimer here, everything that's like on pre-sale back here, it's bad. It's like garbage. Alright, Primeval Planets are 75s. Just wait for the restocks from Tier 0. You know, What's Good 5 over there, YGO Daily, MCOL 40, you know, there's box break stream this Saturday night as long as everything goes well. If you guys are in our Discord server, you know there's a link down below to our Discord server, right? I bet you didn't know that either, but the more you know. Tier Elements, Kaleido Hearts, 28. Regular Kooky Karas here at 21s. You know what else is friggin' hilarious to me? This should be back here. I think the Exorcism Martha Starlights, 700s. Ultimate Slayer Starlights, 700s. Kooky Kara, the Divine Karate, $70. Nobody's paying this. Like, I swear stores just list these cards just to, for the meme. Like, they're like, I don't want sales. You know, like, screw that. Okay. Herald of the Orange Lights. I've really enjoyed watching this card. You know, look at the steady chart upwards for this guy here, man. $150 right now currently. You dip on up to 154, 155. I hope you like foreign copies of the card because those are going to be your best Spanish and French copies here, 135s. Honestly, these are where you're probably going to make your most money. Just to have copies of them to play. Alba Lenitis, a little bit of a little fun factoid here. These have started to rise a little bit in terms of value. Your lowest verifieds actually have gone down since what they were yesterday. But yesterday you were looking at verified about the $13 mark. So I do see that these are starting to repopulate. The interesting part is, like, there's only 9 pages of this card, and I know a lot of people right now are like, oh, you know, you just drop this off of Ultimate Slayer, you know, you tutor for, you know, Instant Fusion, or something like that. I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's definitely interesting to me. And then, of course, the Starlights have had a little bit of an upward spiral up, but 107, 107, you jump up to 110, 113, and then you eventually slam down into the 120 mark. So yeah, there is a little bit of movements within these. It's nothing too crazy that like the market can't like sustain, but it's definitely interesting to see the pump up. You know, I'm glad to see this. I'm glad to see some cheaper copies of these resurface back on the market because, man, oh man, these were at $29 yesterday. Quite honestly, the fact that so many players were looking at this yesterday and going, oh, you know, like, Gizmex, is it time to pick them up? I think the answer is, it's up to you. I know that PAX's latest list was playing these, and to be honest with you, I think the whole Punk deck is really, really, really solid as a deck, but ban list implications right around the corner. Maybe, we don't know. We're very like tippy-toey right now. It is rather annoying actually sitting here in this format going, ban list win? So yes, cheap copies, good to go. You love to see it. Ultimate Dwellers. Well, right now Ultimate Dwellers are creeping up very steadily, I think is the word for it here, because I think people were looking at this going, yeah, so you play this to facilitate, you know, the mirror match for tier elements, because they're like, oh yeah. Also, I mean, any decks that can basically make 2 level 4 water monsters, or 2 level 4 monsters specifically together to create the lingering condition on the opponent's turn. Yeah, I can't wait to see another video from some other YouTubers being like, oh my god, Abyssal needs to be banned. No. This card is fine. Cards that create conditions are good things. Alright, like, sure. But, alright. Rivalry of the Warlords. Well, these shot up through the gosh darn moon. Surprisingly to nobody. The last cheap copies I remember seeing on the market for this. See, yeah, one for 100, 116, and then you're up to 200. Wow, these actually went up further beyond. I mean, as you're heading on into the new format here, floodgates are predicted to be one of the biggest things out here, alright? Just the overall Gozens, there can only be ones aren't that great, but like Gozens and rivalries are really looking like some of the best stuff out here. So when you're looking at, you know, the collector's rare buyouts for this in a couple days, and you're like, oh, you know, what's going on here? Yeah, it's getting really toxic. I still can't believe that these got cratered off the market. It's so ridiculous. Ah, man, the Harks. What is going on here? Their low point was like $300. Near mint just sold for 600 Qualus. Oh my gosh. $495, $495, $575. If you did not, once again, look at the Charmers and see the same trend that these things went through every single time. Ah, man. It amazes me. People are like, oh, the first 2 Charmers got bought out. Oh, no. And then you start seeing the next 4 disappear off of the market. A set of Charmers is now over $4,000. And by a set, I mean one of each. Alright, like, the win alone is $13, the Eerie is $1,000. You're following this up at $600. Like, and of course, people are going to be more inclined. I think the thing that's most interesting about these is when you look at these more expensive Starlights, more people are inclined to actually buy these because they're one-ups in decks. Alright, like, people aren't going to go too crazy for it, but your indicator here, once again, is, oh, it's a one-up. Yeah, I can afford that. Said nobody, but alright. MathMech cards going up. We literally have seen MathMechs doing stuff this week. Every video this week for decks coming out is going to have a MathMech deck in it. Because MathMechs just tore through locals this week. And, like, I don't know how many people just went, oh, you know, like, MathMechs? The deck is garbage. Evidently not. Circular evidently just gave people like PTSD, like flashback level events at their LGSs. And I don't know, man. I think it's hilarious. So this is my warning to you. If you do not have MathMech stuff, you might be too late. Equations at $5. Sigmas. Oh, subtractions are gone. Oh, no. Anyway. That's hilarious. Alright, sure. Evil Twin Troubled Sunny. Hey, this is the card you drop off of Ultimate Slayer to generate some free advantage. Oh boy. $340. Just kidding. They're like $500, $400. They're more money than I want to spend for a collector's rare flex to drop. Iblis. $16. This is a little bit more affordable. Once again, I know that people out here looking at this going, you know, hey, I can combo this in order to do some shenanigans in the format. Yeah, you can, but yikes. I don't think it's worth it. Time Thief Redo or Secrets, $4.50s on up to $5. Okay, Ultras from Ghost from the Past for $3. I'm glad to see a card from Ghost from the Past going up in value here. OTS versions are dollars. I mean, they all look good. I'm fine with any version of these, but once again, value being generated. Chaos-based collector's rares. God, how much are these things now? First Ed's still orbiting in another zip code. First Ed's at 220s, 240s, 245s, 250s, on up to 315s. If these actually touch 315, I'm going to be actually pretty disgusted. Rika cards. Oh boy, $27. Oh boy, Glamour, $7. $3. Yeah, Rika stuff's gaining value. Is it like crazy as MathMech? No. King of the Swamps, I don't even want to. $20 for commons. Oh, luckily, you got some foreign copies here that'll save your wallet. And commons from legendary decks, $8. Okay, good. So much value. And then Lambdas, just keep an eye on this card. I see we're already down to 16 listings for this version. And then we're spinning out of control. Yeah. Rares are still cheap, but the secret rare versions, it's a link too. That's the primary like thing you got to be aware of with this in terms of value generation. So, what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the like crap out of that subscribe button. So you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.